This is Raven Dana. Thanks for tuning in to Walking Between the Worlds. Here comes another meditative journey for you to give you a little extra tools to get through the holiday busy time. So I would say take a few moments and find a very comfortable place for you to rest, a place with your back supported where you can be undisturbed for about 12 to 15 minutes as we go on a little journey together and find a moment of peace and a place to go back to. So these meditations, you can feel free to if you just remember a scene or two from the meditation, then during the day when you feel a little stressy, even if you don't have time to sit and meditate, you can close your eyes and breathe into that calm space. Bring yourself back to that point in the meditation that you remember and just hang out there for a couple of breaths, good 10 breaths, and you'll find that you will calm down and come back to yourself. So that's a little thing that you can practice when things get hectic. Okay. Bring your attention to your breath. And as you breathe, allow your breath to relax. As your breath becomes slow and deep, you find your body letting go, the stress dropping away. Feel the sensation of breath, the way you rise up on the inhale and drift gently down on the exhale. Relax. Allow your eyes to close and make any small adjustments you need to make to be completely comfortable. Relax into the rhythm of your breath, floating on that air. You rise up and settle down, feeling yourself relax a little more with every exhale. You feel the place where your body rests on the surface beneath you, and breathe down into that spot, relaxing your lower back and bottom and legs even more. As you exhale, soften your belly. Feel your shoulders drop away from your ears. And release your jaw. Find that place in your breath, that still point between in-breath and out-breath. And let yourself rest there just for a moment. Breathing in, you rise and touch the still point. And breathing out, you settle down and touch the still point at the bottom of the breath. Effortless, easy, rising up and drifting down. Your mind becomes quiet. And in that stillness, images begin to rise. You find yourself walking up path to a garden gate. It's a white gate. It's tall. You can see the metal latch catching the sunlight as you walk up. For some reason, this garden intrigues you, calls to you. Just about every place on the street looks deeply brown and crisp and fully in the fall mode. But in this garden, you can still see green springing between the slats. And you can smell an aroma, a sweetness. And you wonder if somehow there may still be flowers in bloom. And just as you approach the latch to peek inside, the gate swings open and someone is standing there. "Come in, friend," he says. And he turns and he walks into the garden, stops for a moment, looks over his shoulder and says, "Come." And you follow, closing the gate and letting it latch behind you. And there are still some late blooming flowers. There are sunflowers. There are other flowers, blossoms that you don't recognize. And some orange and yellows. It's a beautiful little garden. And although fall has clearly touched it, it still has a warmth and a green to it. "I was drawn here," you say. Of course you were. Come with me. And you walk down the path, maneuvering between the rock beds, the waterfall, the bird bath, the potted plants, like a miniature village, beautiful, like a fairyland. And you go around the side of the house where there's another gate. And when that gate opens, you hear this sound. And you see the beehives. "Don't be afraid," he says. It's too cold now for them to be coming out much. But come, listen to their song. And you follow him and stand between two bee boxes that are about 6 feet apart. And you stand quietly and hear the humming of the bees. "This is what contentment sounds like," he says. Just listen. Listen with your deep hearing, he says. And he pulls up a stool and you sit. You close your eyes and you smell the green of the grass, the sweet smell of honey, the warmth of the sun on your face makes you feel peaceful. But this sound, you can not only hear it, you can feel it. This subtle, lilting vibration moving through your body. It makes you sigh. It sounds like a lullaby, a caress, a sound that on some level your body completely understands. The song of the bees, soothing, and you feel moved in this moment. Go ahead, he says. If there's anything you need to tell them, anything you need to unburden, now's your time. And you just sit quietly and let yourself say whatever needs to be said, whatever you need to reveal, to let go of, to put down. And for a moment, that vibration becomes so intense, it's almost like a tickle against your skin. And you open your eyes there expecting to find bees, but you just see the man with his little smile and his sparkling eyes. Come, he says. And you get up from the stool and follow him. You go up a few steps to the porch, and you have a seat. He pours something into a cup and hands it to you. Go ahead, he says. And you take a sip. It is mead, honey wine, the nectar of the gods. It has a rich history, he says. But for right now, it's your restorative. Drink it and find peace. And you take another deep mouthful. It's delicious. And you can feel that calm, that song of the bees. You can taste sunlight and nectar. Bright summer days. And you lean back in that chair and close your eyes. You breathe in all the sweetness around you. And you begin to flow on the sensation of your breath, allowing your breath to carry you back, one breath at a time, returning to your body. The porch begins to fade around you as you return to the moment, to the room in which you rest, and begin again to feel the sensation of your breath clothing against your skin and the weight of your body resting comfortably on the surface beneath you. You bring back with you the deep contentment, that peace, the song of the bees, the taste of honey on your tongue. You return fully to the moment and allow your eyes to open. Thank you for journeying with me. May you enjoy the sweetness of life this day and all your days. I'll see you next time.